Hi there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicholas Andrew and I am the Somatic Singer, and about 4 months ago, when I was setting up this channel in fact, I had a to-do list of singers that I really wanted to feature, and this girl, she was on that list. Now, as a new channel, well, any channel really, it's very easy to go after and get seduced by singers that are going viral, and really, really trending, and there's nothing wrong with that. I, after all, just want my channel to grow and be successful. Well, it is successful. But with all that said, sometimes you just got to do your favourites. So come with me as I tick another one off my bucket list of to-do singers by featuring the one and only Morissette Amon singing Rise Up. Oh my God, sit back, relax, and let's listen to those absolutely dulcet tones together.
In the right place to move. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we go work it out. Move
Wish
mountains.
1075.
We can work it out. Move mountains.
Perfect.
I'll rise like the flame. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
So full sounding, I love it.
And I'll rise up. I like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise
You hear that cry?
and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you,
Oh, you hear that air coming through?
for you.
And again, so controlled.
The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying.
I love that break.
And I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains. We can walk it out. Move.
See the mouth?
mountains.
Interesting. So I'm just going to stop it there momentarily because I want to talk about a couple of things that she just did that grabbed my attention. Now, firstly was that intentional break. I mean, I really, really enjoy that, and she does that quite a lot actually. But, I always say it's not enough just to have a fantastic voice, which she has. You've got to have a little bit more. You've got to have the X factor. You've got to be a little bit individual. Now, some of the best singers in the world, like Celine, Mariah, Whitney, of course, amazing voices, but they were very individualistic as well, or individual. Whitney, I mean, she had that razor-like quality belting and that superb hair voice. Mariah had the whistle that kind of stood her apart, plus the huskiness going on. And Celine, well, Celine was Celine. She could kind of do everything. But I think, because she was French-Canadian, that made her shape her vowels and her consonants in a certain way. It gave it a very individual sound. No one sounded like Celine before she arrived. But anyway, I think it's really clever if you put in those little breaks, because then when I hear it, I instantaneously think, that's Morissette. Now, the second thing was her mouth. I mean, did you see it? I mean, it kind of went off to the side when she was singing those ooh vowels. Absolutely fascinating for me. Now, there is a school of thought I've heard, that when singers do that, they're kind of going off to their predominant side that they like to use for hearing. Absolutely valid point. I'm someone who puts his finger in his ear when he sings, when I practice, because this ear gives me a better understanding of what I think I'm hearing. Now, I'm not saying she's doing that, it's just a suggestion. Now, the other thing could be tension. For me, talking about myself again, I really hold on the left side, around the larynx, tongue, hyoid, back of the head, basically everywhere on the left-hand side. Now, I'm not saying, and then I pull really weird faces when I sing, and I look back and I think hideous, but it is what it is. Now, it doesn't look like she's got any tension going on. She sounds completely vocally open, and besides, let's not overanalyze it. I'm sure she's not, so let's carry on. Here we go. Oh my God.
And I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you.
2 and a half.
For you.
Nice!
All we need,
Oh, I'm crying.
all we need is hope, and through that we have each other, and for that we have each other. Oh.
Nice run.
We will rise, we will rise, we will rise.
Wow!
We will rise.
So I totally had intentions to go right through to the end of the song there, but I've changed my mind, and because she just did a couple of things that I just think blew my mind really. I mean, number one, she is sat down when she's singing that whole passage, belting her face off, sat down. Not going to mention it again, cross it off the list, sat down. And number two, there's going back to the school of thought thing. There's another school of thought, about larynx position. So back in the day, I had a lot of lessons, centered around the larynx and the position, never going too high and keeping it quite stable, at all times. A bit weird. It's just not how the voice works, if you ask me. But also, I was being asked to narrow every single vowel that I sung. It just sounded weird, sonically to me and to anyone else who was listening. I mean, I think I was practicing like Living on a Prayer at the time. And when I say practicing, I mean practicing because it was so hard. And I was being asked to sing Living on a Prayer instead of Living on a Prayer. And when I got home and listened to the recording, it just sounded weird. It felt unnatural. And yeah, and I get it. I get that it splits the resonance or helps to or can do, so you can get into your mix or whatever, or you go into more of a head voice quality. I understand all that, but it's not the only way to do it. And she is proving that point exactly. And as she goes up for her vocal range there, she's keeping that thick, juicy sound that I love so much. I mean, yeah, she is thinning out, but not that much, and it's barely audible to the audience, but she is doing that. But the thing that I find really, really interesting, obviously, is that she is 100% splatting. I mean, not a lot. I mean, she's not splatting her complete face off, but she's definitely not getting narrower as she goes higher. I mean, it's absolutely world class. She's on point, on the money, in pitch. Morissette, you are one of the best female singers around.
Now rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up.
Lovely.
In spite of the ache, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Growl. Come on.
I'll rise up the day, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Oh, that's amazing. My God!
And I'll do it 1,000 times again for you.
Incredible. Straight back into the head voice.
For you.
So much control.
For you. For you.
Wish Cruiser on Wish 107.5.
Again and again.
And there we have it. That brings to an end my first ever reaction of Morissette. And wow. I mean, what can I say? I mean, she really is, to me, one of the premier female vocalists around. I mean, who sings better than that? Now, I know for a fact we haven't even seen everything that she can do here vocally, I mean, this girl can whistle and whistle well. I mean, she's kind of on par, if not far off, with, Mariah Carey, the queen of the whistle. Now, I know a lot of girls can do that these days, but, but to have the diction, the riffs and the runs and the flexibility when you're in that voice quality, well, that's a different ballgame. I mean, Morissette really can do just about anything vocally, She's got a superb head voice, the tone of her voice is amazing, the overtones that come through, the connection, but, beautiful, but then she can let that air come through as well. The intentional cracks and the cries and the onsets and the belting. I mean, the belting is absolutely ridiculous. 100% world class. Anyway, the time has come for me to stop talking and to start listening and hopefully to start reading your comments in the section below. So drop me one and please tell me, I mean, do you agree with me? I mean, do you think she's the premier vocalist of the time or you're not so bothered? I mean, does she have the belt of all belts or have you heard it all before? I mean, either way, any opinion here is of value. Let me know in the comment section below, like and subscribe and give me some playtime, and remember that anything that I've said here today about Morissette is not fact. It's just my opinion, and that's a fact. Peace, y'all.
Stay in this moment, just hold on, hold on.